Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cordero Patterson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Open man, the longtime Cowboy, Billy Joe Dupree. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check three.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers it on the scoreboard.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Dancing to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
31's the mic. Let's go, 11. That's trash. 31's the mic. I'm here all day.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Alert 3. Check safety.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard run as he kept it in. And the Broncos. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. here's Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That was Brian Dawkins getting in that time. The safety with a sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derrick Henry scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's hot. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Lance Allworth.
37 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Let's go.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Hey, check back. 60.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by Tyler Dupree. Now loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Drake. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The tackle there by Sean Taylor. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Montana flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Opening carry of the game for Cordarrelle Patterson. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
12, 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
On second down now. It's Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
12.
First carry for the Nigerian Nightmare. It's Christian Okoye. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And Davis with it left side. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
11 MT. 12. Watch the shit. Whip. Watch the whip.
From the 29, Burrow. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
11 MT.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th.
12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Two-yard keeper, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Montana to throw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. Lance Allworth, 39 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Montana's throw complete there to Johnson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Now here's Montana. It's complete to Cook. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got blocked me. 18 Cardinal. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check 24. Check 24. 25. Check 25. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check 50. Check 50. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 31, check 31.
To throw is Montana. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the...
And he's in for the touchdown. And the prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensive. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
And they have possession, and they have it at the yard line. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Nice one.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Here we go. Ready? 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. All the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, 70 yards. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordarrelle Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Brady, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On play action, it's Brady. Open man, there is Patterson complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still have a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it up.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Come on, right?
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Single receiver.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow from his own end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this will be taken at the 13. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. John Lynch, Hall of Famer of the class of 2021, there on the tackle. Play action. Now it's Brady. Man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Slant to Adams. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. Jeremy Chin there defensively. 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Brady. He finds his man. Complete. That's Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Check back 21. What's the case? 66. Hey, both 66. Hey, second.
Now Brady. sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. 3rd down here.
11.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
11, Thomas.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
11. Check 13.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. Now it's Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On first down, Drake. They're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Drake. And it maneuvers way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, he finds his man complete. It's Patterson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Cunningham trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. This one will be brought back to the 22. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Watch the slip. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
11 MT. 11.
31's the mic. I got it.
11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. This will be caught. Judy. All the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 39 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Burrow will throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
11. 11 mighty. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here we go.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11. MT, take. 11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Cunningham. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick, 57 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running, go out, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Going left side here, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lance Hollywood. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Denver. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They will find Davis. That's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Right, hot. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Here we go. Hot. 180. What is that? 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Hot.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate.
To throw again on second down. Burrow forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. A leap and he's got it. He got it. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Time out, time out, time out. Jim.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Slam. Check three.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Hot.
Kick.
180. It's hot.
Undercut.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Safety creeping. 49. Check 49.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Christian Okoye, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Cunningham to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their life. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Denver. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT. 12.
He'll drop to throw.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
12.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Pollard now, 1st down and more.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great reach, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here. They still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the shot.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check 52. Check.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after them, and they get field, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
2nd and 16.
Back to throw.
That's caught by the tight end, Dupree.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. This is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to... Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This is taken just shy of the 10.
First down, Allen. And incomplete to open things up. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Check Mike 21. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lance Allworth there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in Foxborough. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On two, ready? 12, 12, 12.
Let's get off the field, please. Let's get
11, 11.
This is Cordarrelle Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with a pass. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Looking to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's the longtime Jaguar. It's Fred Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a wall sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Wait, that green 80.
21, check Mike 21.
I'm here all day. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Alert! 72.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 21.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Regular.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. This one taken in by Hester. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike
72.
21. Check Mike 21.
Patterson on the carry, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yeah. You don't want nothing.
On play action, it's Brady. There he goes inside the 30. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Come get some. Come get some.
Come on here. Come get some.
He don't want it.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn up.
Check 99. Check 99.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident
And
when you
that's
see that.
saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. Hey, Alabama.
Come off the ball.
Hey, check. Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and goal from the 3. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now
set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Hester to return from his end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back to...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Can. 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
11 mighty.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, check, Mike 21,
11.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Sugar.
Now Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, set. Alabama. 380.
Check, Mike 21.
In your face.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Check, Mike 21.
Here we go.
Linda.
Defense all day. All day.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Hey, check, Mike 21. Mike 21. Check, Mike 21. Switch up.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that will get a late timeout.
as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check my 21. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go up. No, 66.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
Here we go.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Tighten up.
Go bandit.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. In the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Hey, check Mike.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blount, a 23-yard run. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The Burrows throw here taken in by Allworth. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
11.
Burrow will throw.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot save.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And running room to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Now watch one.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming up.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Folks' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hester to return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First down. Here's Burrow.
This one caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
11, 11, 11.
Check my 21. Hey, pick your game up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Check my 21, my 21. Check my 21. Let's go, D. Hey, check my 21, my 21.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11.
Hey, check my 21, my 21. Check my 21. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Okay, break. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Check my 21. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We check. Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
11, Thomas.
Burrow.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Blunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, here's Gold. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Blunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They run with Patterson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cunningham from the gun.
They brought blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Vernon Davis there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following scoring the touchdown. Here's Anderson to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Gun. Cut. 180.
They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They give it to Peterson.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Peterson. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 12.
Now Cunningham. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Cunningham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Cunningham. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Anderson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Just make these babies crawl and blame that. He did. Check 26, check 26.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Second down and 7.
He's going. We got double up.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They run again with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's going to be caught by Judy.
One play at a
This will
time.
go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Can. Stop. 11 empty.
Burrow on 3rd down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Hey, can.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it into the corner. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Okoye punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Peterson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On second down, it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
This is our time. Our time.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Touchdown, defense.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play, but still, you're wondering.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Gun. Right to the 3.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let him know.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Check Mike 21.
6-man.
Hey! Check curls. Watch the eye.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Back to throw. Newton. Now get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Hey, the set.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm coming after you.
Great.
They snap it to Newton. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. second and long. Newton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
This is our time.
It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Newton running right through it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I try to take it to the house.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down now, Blunt. And Blunt loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
11 Thomas.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Caught right side, Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
To the air again, Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
12.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, 40 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is in to make it 16-0. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hey, check back 28. 8. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hey, check.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Smith catches left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. Nick Folk for the point after. It's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey,
this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Denver. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action, it's Newton.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing again is Newton. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Returnable here for Hester.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come. Halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Behind.
Here we go.
180. What is that?
It's just
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
back.
12, 12, 12. Behind.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for the Broncos.